Hello, everyone. I'm Faith Godbold from A Touch of Faith. Thank you for watching the replay. Come on in. We're back. It's Saturday, and that means it's time for us to go live. We're going to create some beautiful custom ordered bows today. So I thought we would do that together, and I can catch up with you all since the last time I saw you. So I hope you're doing well. If you're watching this part of the video, you're probably watching the replay. So go ahead and comment replay. And if this is your first time joining us, be sure to comment the word new. I look forward to seeing where you're joining us from. So please feel free to comment your city and state. And I can't wait to welcome you to our awesome community here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And you may be watching from your telephone or you may be watching from your television. I love hearing that also in the comments. So let's see who we have joining us. How's everyone doing today? And I know it's been a minute since I've seen you, y'all. We had the Spring Festival last weekend, and we had a great time, a grand time. I enjoyed being in my hometown, showing my beautiful handmade creations, and having an opportunity to network with you all, seeing you in person. And of course, those of you who weren't able to come, just showing you our setup and going live from that event. So if you haven't seen that yet, make sure you go back on the page and check out that video from last week. So let me go ahead and grab our ribbon. I had a customer order some black and white bows, and we're going to go ahead and create this for her. I actually have a couple that I need to make, 3 actually. So we'll see how much we can accomplish in our time. So I'm going to use my bow maker, make this easy on my hands. And we're going to create some beautiful bows for our lantern. And I want these to have some nice tails. So I'm going to go a little bit longer than what I normally would for this. So let's see. See if I can measure it out the way that I want to. So I'm going to go just a little bit more. So what are y'all doing today? I hope y'all are having a great Saturday. I've been busy trying to get some things done around the house and catching up on all the things. Y'all know how that goes, right? And it's hard when you work throughout the week. And then I run A Touch of Faith during the evenings and just making sure I have enough time to get everything done that I want to. 1, 2, because I brought more in just in case we should need it. I think I want to start with this brand new roll. Hey, Mom has made it. How are you? Just so that we have enough to work with. Perfect. Are you doing okay, Mom? So I'm going to work on this order from last week. Lower my chair just a little so my head's not cut off there. There we go. Good, Mom. And my mom was right there at the festival with me, and she, my aunt, and Mr. Touch of Faith, they were such great support, helpers, whatever you call it, you name it. I have an awesome team, and I tell you, I wouldn't do it without them. So thank you, Mom and Aunt Flo, if you should watch. Okay. So we've got some really long tails. That was what my customer needed for 2 of these. So I wanted to make sure I had enough for her. And if you're just joining, make sure you say something. Let me know you're here watching. But yeah, I've been catching up on cleaning and doing those things. I have a custom order that I'm working on. I started one of them on yesterday. I'm going to finish the other one tomorrow. So if you're in the creative circle, get ready for some lessons tomorrow. I can't wait to share that with you all. And I've been ordering some materials. I actually had several custom orders come in recently. So busy working on all the things. Hey, Miss Blanche is here. How are you? So happy you're here. And I was so happy to finish all the paperwork up so we could get our taxes done. So that was like, woohoo, I was so happy. I could relax a little bit. Do y'all feel that way when you have things to do and you're like happy that you're done with it? Do you feel that way? Hey, Miss Diane is here from South Dakota. Can we welcome her? Oh, wow. I don't know if I've had anyone from South Dakota lately. So welcome, Miss Diane. We're so happy to have you here. Is this your first time tuning in to us? We're located in South Carolina. And you know, y'all, I have a map that I haven't hung yet. I wonder if it's here. My husband bought it for me. Let me see if my map is here. Okay, she says no. Let me show y'all my map. I guess this is the teacher in me a little bit. So y'all look at my map. I need to hang it because what I want to do is track all of the places where I'm seeing. So look, y'all, it's right there. Oh my gosh, can y'all see that? You've watched me before, Miss Diane, and look, we are right here. So look at how far our lives are reaching. That is so exciting. So this is going to be my map that I'm going to hang in my studio here and keep track of like where my products are going. We might need to track our lives too. We can do that. What about the rest of you? Where are you all tuning in from? And if you have joined before, feel free to go ahead and share your city and state in the comments because I really am curious to see how far and where our live reaches. Miss Diane, I'm so happy to have you here. And if you're not already following the page, you can certainly, first of all, turn on your live notifications. If you type exclamation point notify, I'm about to tell you wrong, exclamation point notify. And when you do that, it will turn on your notifications. If you've already turned them on before, it's going to tell you that you've already done so. So you don't have to do it more than one time, but I did put that at the bottom of the screen in case you want to turn on live notifications. And then also you can follow the page. Make sure you stay connected with us here. And I'm always posting content on my page. I like to go live on Tuesdays and on Saturdays, usually around this time, 6 o'clock Eastern. So y'all, I don't like when this happens, but look, they spliced the ribbon. So anytime I have that, I just cut that part off because we're not going to use that. In fact, I'm just going to cut it right here. Because we can work around that. We talked about that last time, how we don't like defects, right? Y'all remember me saying that? So we're going to trim that part off. I'll still use it in something else because I don't throw away anything, especially like this piece. I can use it on the back of a project that I'm working on. All right, Miss Blanche is here from Sherraw, South Carolina. Thank you, my hometown representing. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I don't like that little piece either. So I'm just trimming off things I don't like, y'all. That's what I love. I don't have to use it just because it's on there. So I didn't like that little rough edge. So since I had already trimmed it, why not, right? Go ahead and make it the way I want it to be. So thank y'all for tuning in. And if you enjoy watching me and you enjoy seeing the kinds of things I make and you want to tell someone else about it, feel free to sprinkle our page out. And this so it's not always you purchasing, but things like sharing the lives or sharing my posts, all of that helps me build my business, y'all. And I really appreciate you for doing that. All right, so I'm going to just make a few more tails or a few more loops now. So what I've been doing is just making some larger loops. And then now I'm going to go in and just make a couple of smaller loops because I want this to be a really nice bow for her when it's sitting on her lantern. And does anyone else decorate with bows by chance? Because I'll tell you, they're the easiest way to decorate. You can absolutely decorate with a wreath. You can add a bow to it if you want, but I love decorating with bows. I have bows right now in my family room, and they're sitting on the fireplace mantle on my candlesticks, and it just gives it a nice feel. So if you're not sure how to decorate with bows, that's one way you can do it. I have some customers who put them on lanterns like this customer is doing. Like I said, you can put them on your candlesticks. You can even hang it on a door. We're going to be making some larger bows in the next few weeks to come, where that's all you have. You can just decorate with a bow. You don't have to have a wreath or even a door hanger. So lots of ways you can do it. And then if you're like my mom loves hanging little bows on her cabinets around the knobs in the kitchen. And she does that at Christmas time. It makes a beautiful way to dress up your area. So yeah, absolutely love it. Let's see. I love your question. Miss Diane says, where can I find Native American wired ribbon? You might be able to find some on Craft Outlet. That's where I order a lot of my supplies. You may be able to find some on Etsy. Sometimes you can even find things like that on Amazon. So I would start probably with Craft Outlet and see if they have anything. And if not, try Etsy, because there are a lot of handmade sellers who sell supplies. And you may be able to find it there, or Amazon. But let me know if you find that. Do you create wreaths and bows and things yourself, Diane? Yeah, Mom says she does. And y'all, these black and white bows that I make, they would be gorgeous. I actually have of miniature black and white bows ready to go. Wonderful. Well, I'm happy to know that. All right, so y'all, I ended with a little center loop, and we're going to make another one in just a minute. So I'm going to take the ribbon off in just a minute. So if you do make designs, I have a private membership group. If you ever want to check it out, you can go to learnfromfaith.com. I think that link is right here where I can provide it for you. And I offer creative and business classes, and we meet each week, and then all of the trainings that we've had prior are available for replay. But if that's something, Diane, or anyone watching that you may be interested in, feel free to check out that link. Right now, I'm offering a special for this month. We're having a workshop at the end of the month. It's our Petals and Pastels workshop. And if you want to try out the Creative Circle, you can actually get the workshop for free, and then you just pay $20 to check out the circle. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know, and I can give you that link for the workshop. We were originally going to have the workshop this week but I had to change the date just due to a lot of things coming up. So we're going to actually meet at the end of the month. That is April 26th, 27th, and 28th for a weekend of learning. And I'm so excited. I have awesome designs planned. And if anyone else would like to join us, I would love to have you as a part of our wonderful community. In our Creative Circle, we meet every Sunday at 5. So I'll be with my class tomorrow. We're going to create a beautiful design. You're going to love it. Oh my goodness. And then business classes, we meet each Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And like I said, all of the past trainings are available to view at any time. So that's what I love. My members, they can go back and rewatch those videos as many times as they need. I have one member currently, as she's working on her goals, she literally is rewatching the lives and taking notes all over again. So that's something you're interested in, I'd love to have you. And anyone else listening, I'd love to have you all as well. And that's something I never thought I would do. I am a certified educator. And I have been an educator for 25 years here in my city that I live in for Florence One Schools. But I never knew God would allow me to have a teaching business. So I absolutely love teaching, and it has spilled over into my business, y'all. So I love that. Absolutely love it so much. All right, y'all, I finished the bow. So let's go ahead and fluff it out because I did not fluff it beforehand. So all I did is I was straightening up those tails, just making sure they're hanging the way that I want them to. Our bow. So I'm going to zoom in. Y'all can watch this part fluffing way that you make sure your bows look the way that you want them to. Okay. So what we're going to do is I have this center loop. I'm just going to leave it alone for right now. I'm not going to do anything with that. And I'm going to start from the bottom, and I literally am going to just separate each layer just like so. Okay. So once we are ready, let's slide up. I'm not used to sitting low, y'all, so I feel like my chair is too low. All right, so I'm going to separate and go opposite. So I'm going to pull this loop to the right, and it's my right, so it's probably your left, pulling this one to the left, just like that. See how I'm doing it? Just separating so far. And I'm going to slide this over so y'all can see. And then I'm going to do that again. I'm going to separate, pull it to the right. And because I tightened everything as I was making it, it's not going anywhere. So I can pull on it just like that. Okay. And then I have 2 more loops. I'm going to do the same thing. Pull to the right and pull to the left. I'm going to leave my center in the center just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. All right. So I'm rotating it so you can see. Now, had I not rotated it, I would pull this one to the left. But since I did, I can actually do the same thing. So right, left. And see how it easily moves? Right, left. One more time, right and left. And I'm leaving that center right there. Now, once you've done all of your separating, and this is if you're making it now, if you ever purchase a bow from me and it is all flat, this is how you, first of all, can store your bows year to year. So let's say you decorate for Christmas or seasonally, and you have bows that you're going to store, you can store them flat like that. It will not hurt them at all. And then when you pull them back out, all you're going to do is take your fingers and put them in those loops and open them back up because this is wired ribbon. So I'm literally going to take my fingers now, go through all of those loops that I've already separated, and look at how easily my bow is coming to life. Look at there. Oh my goodness. You see, it's not flat anymore, y'all. I'm giving life to each of these loops. Now it's looking like something. It's looking like a bow. See that? And that's half the bow already done. And that is how you fluff open your loops. What do y'all think about that? So I'm going to turn it sideways and turn it this way now. Can you see the difference? So look at this. This side has been fluffed. This side is still flat. Isn't that amazing? Right? And then let's do the, so I'm going to rotate it so you can watch. All right? Keep my center loop open. So now, same thing. Open each layer just like so. Open each layer and fluff it open. Fluff it open. And sometimes, y'all, when I'm in the stores and I see bows on things, I can't help it. And Melissa, if she's watching later, she'll tell you, I like to fluff those bows because they look pitiful when they're smushed or not straight. So if you ever have a wreath or even a bow and there's a loop that needs a little love, go ahead and give that loop some love, y'all. Don't let it sit there and struggle because it makes your bows look even prettier. All right. And now both sides have been fluffed. You see the difference now? I'm going to turn it again so you can see. See how they're both open now, both sides? All right, so now I'm going to hold it up for you. And look at that beautiful bow. Oh my goodness. And then what I usually do is I put it on my lantern or put it on something. And once it's on there, I can finish shaping it and making it do what I need it to do. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at there. And this one has the extra long tails that my customer asked for. So what do y'all think? How did we do? So that's bow number 1 is done. Y'all love it? And if you're leaving me hearts, I don't see them yet, but thank you in advance for all the hearts and the thumbs up. All right, let's make another one. I know, right, Mom? Look at there. And I actually have my lantern. Let me grab it. Hey, Miss Estella is here. How are you? Let me grab my lantern. I'm not going to tie it on because I don't want to do that. The customer's going to do that. But I'm going to grab it so you can at least see what I mean. So here's my lantern I was telling you about. That works perfectly for your bows. And see, all I would do is attach this bow right here to the top of that lantern. So I would take the tie, and I'm not going to do it for real, but I would go around that top and then fluff it out. Her lantern is actually a little taller, so she requested longer tails so that she could easily have it on her taller lantern. Oh no, Miss Estella, I hope you get over that cold soon. Are you taking something for it? So this is bow number 1, y'all. All right, let's do another one. I'm going to put this one here. We'll come back to it in a second. So it's right there off camera a little bit. Okay. Hopefully not blocking you too much. All right, so let's do it. Yeah, I don't like when I have colds. I try to go ahead and tackle it right away. Go ahead and take something. I like to keep that TheraFlu on hand. The one where you heat it up. You know what I'm talking about? And you drink it hot. I like that. It makes me feel like I'm getting better when I'm drinking it. And then I like to drink teas too. My favorite tea is when I'm not feeling well or something's like irritating my throat. I love it. It's called throat coat tea. I don't know if y'all have heard of that, but it is, it helps soothe your throat. And they have it with echinacea as well. All right, y'all. So I'm putting a long tail again because we need to make 2 of these. All right, and in case you want to check the bows out, let me post that bow because I have that one on my website. It comes in a smaller version, a 1.5 inch, and it also, I have it in the little miniatures. So this is that bow right here that we just made if you want to check it out. And you can go see lots of my bows that I have. So the bow we just made, I added the link. Hey, Amy Michelle, how are you? I've been missing you. If you want to see the mini bows, I added that as well. Okay, yeah, throat coat, you might want to check it out. It's pretty good. All right, I'm going to slide this over because I feel like it's blocking. I'm going to put it down right here. We'll bring it back up in just a minute. Yeah, we need to talk, Amy Michelle, so I can find out how things are going for you and what you've been up to. And Amy Michelle is such a faithful supporter, and I appreciate her so, so much. She's a talented designer as well. All right, so let's go ahead and cut our tail, making it pretty long again. And Amy Michelle, we're having a workshop at the end of the month. It's our Petals and Pastels workshop. Anyone who is interested is welcome to join us. It's going to be April 26th, 27th, and 28th. So it's a weekend of learning. And just for this month, while you're planning to sign up, you can grab your tickets for $0 if you'd like, and you can check out the Creative Circle. So you would pay $20 and get your workshop for free and join us in the creative. Or if you don't want the creative circle option, you can just sign up for the workshop for 20. But if it were me, I'd do the creative circle and get both deals. So I cannot wait. I'm excited. I've been working on our designs and it's going to be wonderful. Wonderful spring workshop. So if anyone is interested, I'd love to have you. Okay, y'all. So this ribbon is kind of interesting. And you never know what you're going to deal with when you buy things or you're making things. So it looks like this ribbon is folded slightly. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me show you. See how it's not as wide? Look there. It's folded. So what I'm going to do later, not now, is I actually have a little miniature iron that I use when things like this happen, and I will just iron it. But I'm not going to do that on the live, so I'm just going to cut it. I can do that later. So that's not really a defect that I can't control or work with. You just work around it. So yes, I have ironed ribbon before, y'all. Just like you iron your clothes. Yeah, I keep a little miniature iron in here for things like that. And if it's a longer piece of ribbon that it has happened to, I actually go to my full ironing board and I just take my time. I lay it on there. I put a piece of parchment paper on top to protect the ribbon because I don't want to burn it or anything. So if I use my real iron, that's how I would do it. But yeah, we just work around those little hiccups, right? Hey, darling. I thought Mr. Touch of Faith was coming in here, y'all. He doesn't know I'm live. So if he opens the door, he's been working in the yard and getting things done for us. So yeah. You know how Saturdays go. It's one of those days. All right, now I'll see a little bit right here. So I'm going to go ahead and increase that. I will tell him, Mom. I think he's on the phone. I thought he was coming in here because I thought I heard his keys. And then it sounded like he was on the door. So I was going to warn him, hey, we're live. But he knows. Anytime this door is closed, he knows I'm live because I never close the door. I had to come see y'all, right? And I'm watching my time because my mom goes live at 7, y'all. So I operate and run her show at 7. So I have how many minutes? About 10 minutes before I need to get off of here. So we're going to finish this last bow. I'm having so much fun chit-chatting with y'all. That means I need to come live at 6 like I'm supposed to, but update today, so I couldn't come right away. I was updating the camera. And then that took a few minutes. And our lights flickered earlier this morning, so I had to restart the internet just to get it back online for my camera. But yeah, so hopefully, when we go live Tuesday, we'll have some more time. I'm thinking, yeah, Tuesday. So I'm just adding layers of loops to make this bow look pretty full. And did y'all see my watermelon wreath, the flip-flops? I showed that on my page a few days ago. We made that in the circle right here. You see that one? We made that in the circle, y'all, Sunday. And we actually worked on it part 2 because I wanted to create some of the attachments and things. So yay, I'm learning so much, y'all, and I'm loving it. And that's the thing. If you stop learning, you're not growing. And I can look back and see how I have grown so much in the almost, what is this, 6 years that I've been in business. It's hard to believe, but I started June of 2018 with a Facebook business page. So 6 years this summer in business. And then, y'all, this is 10 years that I've been making wreaths because I started making wreaths November of 2014. So it took me about 4 years before I realized, oh, this is a business. It's not a hobby. So yeah, so I'm so thankful for all of the things that I've learned, all the wonderful people who've come my way that I've been able to connect with. And if my business has been a blessing to you, would you let me know that in the comments? Because I really appreciate you all so much. If I've been a blessing to you or my teaching in any way, let me know that, y'all, because I really appreciate it. It's not easy. And I will say, when you're a small business owner, there is nothing small about a business or about a small business. So I thoroughly enjoy being able to do what I do and bring you all along for the journey. So I appreciate y'all. I'm just cutting it whenever I see that little imperfection that I showed y'all the last time. Whenever I see it, I'm just cutting that because I don't want that to be a part of my bow. And my aunt explained it to me. She said it's like when they make fabric, the same thing with ribbon. If the needle skips, every time it skips, it's like it makes a ribbon. I was just reading that part. Hey, Miss Leslie, welcome. Leslie says it's her first time watching. Where are you watching from, Leslie? And welcome to the page. I'm Faith, the owner of A Touch of Faith, and I'm so happy to have you. We're making a bow for a custom order that I received last Saturday when I was at the Cheraw Spring Festival. And this has been such a busy week. I hadn't had an opportunity to work on any orders, so I was so glad to be able to do this with you all. All right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and trim it. So I'm down to the end now. We're going to trim this off, creating that final tail. Oh, Florida. I have family in Tampa, Florida, and we love to go to Orlando, Florida, Kissimmee, Florida, vacation. What part of Florida are you in? That's awesome. Welcome. Can everyone welcome Leslie to our page? And if you haven't turned on your live notifications, Leslie, you can do so if you type !notify. Let me bring that back up. It will allow you to basically be notified each and every time we go live here on my page. And then I would love for you to follow the page so that you can stay connected with us. And we go live every Tuesday and Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So yay, I'm so excited to see you. I know we've had a lot of new people on the page lately. Okay, so not far from Tampa at all. Fantastic. So happy to have you here. Okay, so we're going to tie this one off and prepare to fluff it. And how am I looking on time, y'all? Am I still pretty good? I think I have a few more moments. So we're going to fluff this one a little faster. I won't go as slow as I did before. Now that you know how to do it, right? Okay, Mom says I have a few more minutes. Thanks, Mom. If Mom says I'm good, I'm good. Okay. All right, so give it a couple of twists so everything is nice and secure. All right, so look at our beautiful bow. This is a great way to store it flat if you want each year, but I'm going to show you now how you can fluff it open. Okay, so I have that center loop. I'm going to leave it in the center, and then I'm going to quickly separate each of my loops. And if you want to see how I did it nice and slow, after this live is ended, it'll be available on replay, so you can go back and watch the first bow that I did. Okay, rotate it like I did before, and see, because I'm not rotating it, I'm going opposite, just pulling everything. But it goes pretty quick. If I were not talking to you all, I would actually probably be on both three. All right, so I separated all of the layers. So this is even a better way for you all to store it flat because you would not want to separate those loops like I did. So perfect way to store it flat. All right, now I'm going to take my fingers and go through those layers. And all I'm doing is placing my fingers and lifting open the loops. This is wired ribbon. That's why I'm able to do that. Okay. And I take my time making sure that each loop gets a little bit of love because it wakes up those loops and brings life to each of the layers. Look at there. One side is done. Look at there. Already you see a difference. Look at that. Flat side, loopy side. All right, I'll turn it so y'all can see again. So we're going to open. And if you ever hang a wreath with a bow, or if you order bows and you notice they're flat, just open them up. Don't leave them flat, y'all. Sometimes just life will happen. Someone might smush it accidentally. Or I know like on those windy days, sometimes our bows might move a bit. But you always want to open them up, okay? And I'm going to trim this down just ever so slightly right here from where I trimmed it. But this, y'all, is how you do it. All right, what do y'all think? We did. On the lantern so you can see it. And then here is bow number 2. So 2 beautiful bows. Thank y'all for joining me. Now I only have one more bow to create. So I'll get that last bow finished and I'll post a picture so you can see what we created on the live tonight. Does anyone have any questions? Thank you, Miss Blanche, so much. I appreciate your support and thank you for being here. Does anyone have any questions before we head out for tonight? Oh, thanks, Miss Estella. I appreciate you. So don't forget, we have our spring workshop at the end of the month. I'm going to post that link, petalsandpastels.com. We have my creative circle. If you want to learn from me, learnfromfaith.com. I guess I need to put that. I didn't earlier. And you don't have to, if you want to craft, crafts. I've taught t-shirt design before. We paint. I'm teaching them how to use the Cricut to make shirts and door hangers and signs and all sorts of things, bows. Basically, anything you've seen me create, you could learn it in the creative circle. So I'd love to have you. We even crocheted. All right, all of the links have been added to the comments, even the link to purchase this bow if you need some bows for your home. It is also available on the website, okay? All right, anything else before we head out? This has been super, super fun. Can't wait till we go live again. I'll see you back on my page on Tuesday for our next live, but make sure you stay tuned in every day so you can see what we have going on here at A Touch of Faith. I love you all so much. Have a blessed night, everyone. Bye.